Okay, here is my next painting. I usually start outside because I'm able to stand up, go back and forth. Lighting is also very important here. I don't really have an easel. I set the painting against a table. Then I start working with charcoal, creating the form. And then later, I'll use white paint and a brush to find the form of the figure. Then I have the form. Usually I'll continue with adding the color, but here I got really inspired with turning the spine into a strange form that flourishes or grows from her spine. Some concept of kundalini. If you don't know what kundalini is, it's something that's very easy to research, but it has a lot to do with your spine metaphysically. Painting is done. I bring it inside. As you could see, there was a lot done. A lot of these I cannot record because I'm working in the moment and the flow. And if the camera runs out of battery, I just continue. I don't stop for it. Of course, next I apply the terracotta color on the female figure. And this will be one of many coats because I want her skin to be soft and smooth, no texture. I use texture, but not on the figure. It's very important. Her body's stylizedly smooth. Of course, I'm not looking for realism. Next, I start working the background, get really inspired to create a scene of water. Okay, this is moving really fast. Then I thought of texture. I needed texture somewhere around her. This strange object, which is for me a metaphor of chaos and neuromelanin. It's made up with charcoal. Let it dry, and the next day I'll work on it again. I'm still not happy with the form and the backbone form that's happening here, so I continue to work on it. I had an idea of what my form would be for that shape above that looks like a ray, but that's it. Next, I had this idea came up to juxtapose the figure with a hair-like tentacle or an octopus. Remind me of a movie I saw. All right, onward. Here I'm sending the plaster, which was mixed with charcoal. Here I had to go back and redefine the form that I was looking for. After sending it, you could see a lot of different charcoal marks. Later, I went back into removing a few shape or tentacles that were too crowded with the composition. The image needed to be much lighter. Here I'm refining the tentacles one by one, creating the form. I had to find a shape for the tentacles, or really just a pattern, or how they flowed behind each other. So in this section, I begun to add the flow and the wrap around her legs and on the floor, which would be the water. At this point, I did not like how strong these tentacles grip. I don't know what these part of the tentacles are called, but they were too strong. Then later I decided to soften them with a layer of paint on top of them. So now they're a little visible but not so strong. Of course, I did some more work on this form, the Kundalini representation. I worked on the sky background a little bit more. And here I've added an object that represents something else for me. At this point, the painting is fairly done.